Hello hoppers and welcome to MuchoHop. I'm at Coruña Airport and I'm flying to Germany. I'm flying to Madrid. And from Madrid I'm going to Frankfurt. There are a few restrictions that we have to keep in mind, so I'm going to talk about what you have to do if you are planning on flying to Germany from a high-risk area. Okay, I have to interrupt this video because a lot of things have changed. I'm going to give you a COVID-19 travel update. So I have notes here because there's so much going on. Why the new restrictions? To prevent the spread of the new COVID variants emerging from several countries, as we all know, UK, Brazil, South Africa, etc. And also to discourage people from non-essential travel. I traveled recently to Spain because there was an emergency. If not, I would have stayed in Germany. In the video, I was going to show you that there's a 10-day quarantine. After 5 days, you can take a test and then you can end the quarantine without going to the 10 days. And I'll show you that because some countries are still doing that. But as of January 30th, there is a transportation ban that went into effect for all flights, trains, buses, and ships. Okay, from countries where the new variants of the coronavirus have spread. So it's not just flights, it's everything. Another thing that Germany now wants is a negative COVID test as you enter the country. So you have to have this negative COVID test and it will be checked. And regardless of your test result, you still have to be in quarantine for 10 days. And after 5 days, you can take another test. And then hopefully you'll be negative. There are other countries that do the same thing. Even though you are negative, you still have to be in quarantine. All right, countries are now banning flights from these countries that have the variants. For example, Spain has restrictions on incoming flights from the UK, except for nationals and residents in Spain. France, as of January 31st, has closed its borders to and from countries outside of the EU, and people coming from the EU have to have a negative COVID test. Portugal has been badly hit and it has now banned any foreign travel and closed its borders. And Canada has banned flights from countries from the south, like places where it's sunny, you know, so like Mexico, the Caribbean, Florida. Those flights are suspended until April 30th. Of course, depending on how things evolve. A lot of countries are asking for a negative COVID test before you can enter in their country. Spain has been doing this since November 23rd. And Germany recently also is asking for this. I told you before, people traveling to the UK must show proof of a negative COVID test before they go on their journey. So the rules are very similar all over the world. They basically recommend that you do not travel, but if you do, you may need to take a COVID test before you travel. Of course, the result must be negative and you have to show proof normally. Then you have to stay home, self-quarantine for 10 days after you travel. If you want to get out of the quarantine, you have to take tests before and after you travel. Even if you have a negative result, you still have to quarantine afterwards. Okay, and soon in all of Canada, they're saying that people returning to Canada must have a negative COVID test. And then this is before they fly or before they travel. It's usually like 72 hours before. And then when they arrive at their destination at the airport, they're going to be tested again. And then they're going to be taken to a quarantine hotel, be there for 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. And it's going to be out of your pocket. So it's $2,000 for this, for the testing and for the hotel for 3 days. But it's very expensive. Who has the money to pay for a trip, for all the testing, and then the hotel? This is obviously to discourage people from traveling and to keep everybody safe. Cuba does something similar, but if you are a national of Cuba, it's free. and they're going to take you also to a hotel or a quarantine center. And if you are a tourist, you have to pay for it. So the same thing, test once you get to the airport, and then you go to a quarantine center, hotel, whatever. Do your own research. You have to know what the restrictions are to the places you're going to. So look up, for example, COVID travel restrictions by country, and make sure you check the dates. Check the dates because there's a lot of information on the internet, and some of this information can be really old, and the situation now is very different. So make sure the dates are recent. Also look up test centers. You have to do this on your own research. It's complicated when you're outside of your country, you're traveling, and you have to take a test. Imagine, I don't know the language, so you have to find a test center at the place you're traveling to before you go back to, let's say, Germany or Spain or France or the UK or the US too. Keep that in mind, that you have to find out this information before you can travel. And then finally, you still have social distancing, proper hygiene with the hands, you know, wash your hands with soap and water, and wear a mask. Okay, so now I'm going back to the video if you want to watch. So you want to open the air vents so that the air comes down and everything is taken away from your face.
Disembark by rows. Please remain seated until the row in front of you is free.
Just arrived to Madrid, gate H27, Terminal 4, and now we have a 5-hour layover until our next flight to Frankfurt. And I'll explain what you need in order to fly to Frankfurt. We did disembark by rows because we are flying with Iberia. Both flights are with Iberia. We don't have to change terminals, which is great. Before you travel anywhere, it's very, very important that you find out what restrictions or regulations they have in that country. And even within a country, different regions could have different rules or different restrictions. So make sure you find this information before you travel. As you saw in my previous video, when I traveled to Spain, there was a lot of things I had to do before the trip. So I had to get a PCR test done. I had to fill out a health form for Spain. And you saw all the steps I had to go through. So if you're traveling to Germany from a high-risk area, it's very easy. All you have to do is be in quarantine for 10 days. That's it. But before you go into Germany, you have to fill out a digital registration so that the German authorities know who you are and where you're going, and to make sure that you're going to be in quarantine. So it's 10 days in quarantine if you are coming from a high-risk area, or you've been in a high-risk area for at least 10 days. Now, if you want to break the quarantine, you're going to have to take a PCR test, and that you can do 5 days after you have arrived. If I am negative, then I can go visit a relative. But you still have to be cautious. So in those 10 days of quarantine, you cannot get any visitors coming into your house that are outside of your family unit. Some people ask me, and what if I just have to stop at Frankfurt and then go on to another country? Well, you do not have to fill out this registration if you're just passing through Frankfurt Airport, for example. You have to consider the regulations at your final destination. See what that country requires. Sometimes even if you're just passing through a country, they might ask for a visa, for a transfer visa, for example. So you have to find out all this information ahead of time. So back there, that's where they have the health control. They ask for the QR code and they take your temperature. That's when you go to baggage claim, or you have to change terminals. I'm staying in Terminal 4, so we don't have to go through that. But that's for people arriving to Spain, okay? We're leaving Spain.
If you have arrived from an international flight, you would need to go through health control and complete the public health form or use the code QR.
There's our flight 1615, Frankfurt, Iberia, 8710, gate K89. K89, straight ahead. So I just got two messages, one from Iberia telling us what gate we have to go to board our plane, and two from the German health authorities. They actually reminded us that we have to be in quarantine for 10 days, and also to notify the local health authorities if we have any symptoms. And I think in 5 days we'll be going to get our PCR test, and I will show you guys that too, so keep watching. They just announced that international flights for transiting here in Madrid have to go to gate 57 to go for a health control.
Passengers coming from an international flight that transit to a domestic flight must go through the counter next to gate J57.
Got this.
Shortly be landing at Frankfurt Airport. Please be so going to check that your window blind is open for landing and your hand luggage is well placed. Make sure your stand table are in.
So we just landed, we're disembarking by roads. So we're finally here. You know, it's a 1 hour flight, it's a 2 hour flight, but it takes the whole day to get here. That's how it is. It's always been like this. So this is going to continue because now we have to be in quarantine 5 days, then we're going to take the test. So let's go home. So it's been 5 days since I got back, and I can either stay 5 more days in quarantine because I have to be a total of 10 days in quarantine after you travel from a high-risk area, or I can go take a test, a PCR test, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna go now to Frankfurt Airport. So let me just tell you about the test. Yesterday I went to the website of Centogene. It sounds like Centogene is paying me to say all this, but no, it's just the opposite. We pay them. The tests are expensive. They're different prices, but for today, yesterday I paid 79 euros. It's no joke. It's a lot of money. I use them because they're convenient for me. They're right at Frankfurt Airport. They have different types of tests. You pick the one that's best for you. I picked the PCR because that's what the health authorities are asking for. And you have the option of getting your results in 6 hours, 12 hours, or 24 hours. Depending on which one you pick, you will pay one price or the other. We paid $79 for our test. We're gonna get our results in 12 hours, and it's a PCR test. So we're at Frankfurt Airport now. It's important that you do not eat, drink, or brush your teeth 30 minutes before taking the test. So now I'm at the parking lot in Frankfurt Airport. So, oh, what's this thing here? Find out what requirements there are at the place you're leaving from and at the place you're going to. Just find everything out and make sure you have the correct information. Okay, let's go take the test. It looks like I'm at the aquarium in Bangkok. How pretty! I'll put the link to the video. We have to go towards the long distance train station. Okay. Long distance trains. Straight ahead. I think you guys know where I am. There's another sign there. Just follow the signs. Now they have Centogene Test Center sign. Alright, so we're in the passageway between Terminal 1 and the long distance train station. The test center is right over there. So I have to put my camera away. Okay, so I just took the test. I get the results in 12 hours. I always gag. I don't know why. The first time I didn't gag at all. But this time it's like, blah, blah. Oh well, we have to do what we have to do. It was so fast. 5 minutes. Got a drink. Disinfect your hands. Disinfect the cup. Disinfect everything. I have these in my Amazon store if you want to check them out. They're really practical for the handbag. So I was so busy with all the rules and all the regulations that I forgot to say goodbye. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I know it's a lot of information, but just take it country by country and you'll be okay. Bye, thanks for watching.